Rams taking on the Buffalo Bills. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First and 10, here's Pacheco. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And running with power here. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Here's Pacheco once again. Down to about the 32.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's Pacheco headed right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Allen now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact contact, popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, Cook. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They run it again with Cook, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's going to look deep for more.
Oh, that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Allen off the play fake.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
Oh, look at the juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
defense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. He's into space past the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Allen to throw it.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Allen. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
In motion is Hardy.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Going deep for Diggs. And he's got it. What a catch on the side. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
And what a call, because they ran a triple out route. 3 guys running out routes at varying depths. And then they let an inside receiver try and sneak free and run deeper downfield, and he does. And the defense out of sorts here, and it turns into a big play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
And they'll get it to him on the end around.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st down, Watson. It's complete to Diggs. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
At the 19-yard line.
Second and 6.
Now Cook running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will knot us up at 10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
A final shot before half for Allen. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Quit cheating out there! You got caught!
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Left side, Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bourne going to go in motion left.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Watson. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Watson's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around.
10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Pass on for the extra point.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down and 6 now. Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Cleveland.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down.
That one complete down the field to Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 34.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they'll come up now. This is second and long. To throw is Allen. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Watson to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jair Elam makes it quick. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Cook on the toss left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that,